Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Flow Immigration Law channel. I'm Jay, the principal migration lawyer here. Today, we're tackling one of the most common questions I hear. When is the best time to apply for a partner visa? Now, before we get into it, I just need to say that the information in this video is for general guidance only. It is not legal advice, and Australian migration laws can change. Your personal situation is unique, so it is best to get advice for your specific circumstances. So that big question, when? Most people think it's about a date on the calendar or how long they've been dating. But the truth is, the best time isn't a date. It's the point where your circumstances perfectly align with the strict legal criteria set by the Department of Home Affairs. Applying too early can result in a weak application, and waiting too long can create real problems with your current visa. To help you find your best time, you need to ask yourself 5 critical questions. Let's walk through them. Question number 1. Are we legally a couple in the eyes of the department? Does the department see you as a legal couple? This means one of the 2 things. First, a spousal relationship. This is for married couples. Your marriage must be valid under Australian law. If you are married overseas, it generally needs to be legally recognized in the country where it took place. Second, a de facto relationship. This is for couples who aren't married. The standard rule here is that you must prove your de facto relationship has existed for at least 12 months immediately before you apply. And that 12-month clock starts from when you both committed to a shared life, which is often a bit later than when you first started dating. Now, is there a way around that 12-month rule? Yes, in some cases. The most common way is by registering your relationship with an Australian state or territory government. The most common way is by registering your relationship with a relevant Australian state or territory government. This can waive the 12-month minimum. However, not all states offer this, and each has its own rules. So your first timing checkpoint is, are you legally married? Or have you met the 12-month de facto rule? Or have you successfully registered your relationship? Question number 2. Can we prove our relationship is real? Okay, so you've met the legal definition. The next challenge is proving your relationship is genuine and continuing. This is where many applicants fall short. The department assesses your relationship against 4 key pillars. The best time to apply is when you have strong documented evidence for all 4 of them. These pillars are the financial aspects. How do you share your financial lives together? The nature of the household. How do you live together? The social aspects. How are you seen as a couple by your friends, family, and the public? The nature of the commitment. How do you show you're in this for the long term? The right time to apply is when you can look at all these 4 pillars and say we have solid, consistent proof for each one. Question number 3. Is my partner eligible to be my sponsor? The next question is so often overlooked, but it can be a complete blockade. Your partner, the sponsor, must also be eligible. You must confirm your sponsor is an Australian citizen, permanent resident, or eligible New Zealand citizen, and meets the character requirements. This is especially relevant if there are children involved in the application. And this is the big one. They must not be subject to sponsorship limitations. Generally, a person can only sponsor 2 partners in their lifetime, and there is usually a 5-year waiting period between sponsoring one partner and being able to sponsor another. While waivers for these limits do exist, they are for very specific compelling circumstances and are very complex. Checking your sponsor's eligibility is a very important step. Question number 4. Do I meet the health and character requirements? Now, the partner visa is about your relationship, but it's also about you, the applicant. You must meet the Australia's strict health and character requirements. First, the health requirement. You'll need to do a medical check. The department's looking for any condition that might result in significant healthcare costs to the Australian community. For partner visas, a health waiver may be available if the costs aren't considered undue, but this is a very complex area. Second, the character test. You must declare any and all criminal history from any country, even if it seems minor or didn't result in a conviction. Being honest and upfront is essential. Trying to hide something is the wrong thing you can do. The best time to apply is after you've identified any potential health or character issues and have a clear strategy to address them. Question number 5. Should we apply onshore or offshore? Finally, This is a strategic question. Applying onshore from within Australia means you must hold another valid or substantive visa when you apply. The key question is, when does my current visa expire? You must lodge the partner visa before it runs out. This will generally grant you a bridging visa A, allowing you to stay and work while you wait. If your visa has already expired or you are on a bridging visa, you may be subject to Schedule 3 criteria. This is an extremely difficult hurdle to overcome, requiring compelling and compassionate reasons. Avoid this at all costs if you can. If you're already subject to Schedule 3, we strongly advise you to speak to a migration lawyer. Applying offshore from outside Australia is for the subclass 309. You must be outside of Australia when you apply. Now, you need to consider processing times and whether you're prepared to be apart, or if you can visit Australia on a visitor visa while you wait. This choice shapes your next few years, so it's a critical part of your timing. So, to go back to our original question, when is the best time to apply? It's when you can confidently say yes to all of these points. 1. We meet the legal definition of a couple. 2. We have strong evidence for all 4 pillars of relationship. 3. My partner is eligible to sponsor me. 4. We are prepared to meet the health and character tests. And 5. We have a clear strategy for applying either onshore or offshore. Getting these elements right from the start is the most important step you can take in a partner visa application. Navigating these 5 questions is what we do every single day. As a legal practitioner with over 8 years of dedicated experience in Australian migration law, I've personally guided countless couples in finding their best time to apply. If you're working through these questions and need direction for your specific journey, we invite you to book a consultation with us at Flow Migration Law. You can find the link on our website, which is in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Australian migration law insights. I'll see you in the next video.